Since the girl stopped getting in touch, the relationship technically was still ongoing. We took a wait-and-see approach, and we knew that sooner or later she would definitely write to us. How many days later did she write, approximately?
Well, it was about a week. I think it was around 5 days. She wrote saying we had broken up and that she wanted to pick up her things. Her things were lying at my place.
Of course, you need to return her things, but there's no need to reply to the girl. I'll explain why a bit later. We gave her things back through a mutual acquaintance. Also, soon after, Alexei found out that the girl already had another guy she was hanging out with and so on. Was I surprised by this? I wasn't surprised by this. Why? Because girls always leave for somewhere. They never just leave into nowhere. That is, either there is already a guy, or at the very least, someone is on the horizon. In this case, most likely, at the very least, she was already talking to another guy while she was still in a relationship with Alexei. So what did we start to use? What method of getting her back? It's called the ignore method. A lot of guys immediately ask, what do you mean, ignore? She rejected me. She doesn't need me. She doesn't even write to me. How am I supposed to ignore her? And especially, how is that supposed to bring the result I want? There are 4 phases to ignoring. The first phase is when the girl tugs on the leash and checks whether the guy will make contact or not, whether he still needs her or doesn't anymore. If she confirms that the guy still misses her, her interest will fade right then and there. I think many of you have experienced something like this, because the guys who come to me for consultations often say that yes, after the breakup, there was a time when the girl messaged me once asking, how are you? If you reply to that message, you decrease the chances of getting the girl back anytime soon. The second stage is when the girl realizes that you are ignoring her and assumes that, well, you'll come running back on your own because you previously gave her reasons to think that way. This phase is the longest one. The third phase is when the girl might write something nice, like saying she misses you, or on the contrary, something negative. These could be attempts to provoke jealousy with photos, various posts on her wall with your shared song. A lot of guys make the mistake of responding to the girl on the third attempt.